Well, I'm back. Didn't even die. Yeah. There's a chap in Bulgaria. He asked me, can you find one of these? And it took a while. I had to pay a little more for this one because lo and behold, it's got all the bell representation thingies. They're all there. Look at that. Excellent. There you go, if you can see right there, there you go, Zembu! Zembu means all. And you got all of them. A good spire. This is, this design has not the screw-in type, but the pin type. So, if you, sometimes they need a bit of tweaking. You sit it like that, it's fine. And if you go, hang on, there we go. But if you sit it, like it's a little bit bent there, but if you'll find the right spot, which is not that, but you'll find if you just there's the front. You got your little doors down there and your steps to the crypt, and yeah, you go like that, and you'll find that spot where it's right, you know, and you'll be fine. Yeah, like that. And you'll find the spot. I found the spot a few times. Now, right, sea freighting this. I'll mention this to the Bulgarian guy first of all, because he's the one that asked me to get one. I have to bump up the price a little bit because this one has all the bell representation thingies. So. Yeah, I had to pay more for it. Alright, they're not fun to pack, these things. Okay, now, right, that's that. I've got some pictures of this. Yeah, aren't they cool, huh? Okie dokie. That's it. Oh, it measures in that, hang on. It measures in at, roughly just under 80 centimeters, about 79 and a half centimeters. So it's a real nice piece. That in the garden would be great. Right, yeah, if you get it set up, I'd like to see it. Okay, so yeah, I had a flurry of things I got to do. So over like the next 6 days, I'll get a lot done today and tomorrow, and do some postal things. Now I went out on, generally every year, I've learnt, you see, this creature does have the ability to learn, because I have this local hardware store. I said, oh, is that a gommy? Gommy means trash. And he goes, yeah. I go, can I take it? Yeah, take it. Take what you like. There you go. Now, I've done my New Year's celebration stuff. I've been doing this for years. Like, I go out and just go wild prior to Christmas. I don't do Christmas. I'm not a Christian or anything like that. I don't go out on New Year's Eve anymore, because I find it's the worst night to go out on. You know, you're bound to get into some shit. Because like a lot of people that go out, they can't handle their drink, they binge drink. I'm a professional in the field, I know, and sometimes meet people like me that when I've had a skinful, I don't really like backing down. I guess if I'm way outnumbered, yeah. If I'm outnumbered, alright. But if I'm way outnumbered, yeah. But I'm learning. I do have the ability to learn, because, I've only ended up in Japanese jail 6 times and Australian jail twice. And yeah, waking up and the jailers are checking me to see if I'm still alive, and I say, Nande boku wa koko? Why am I here? And the inevitable answer is Yoparai. There's a Yoparai law, which is means drunk or over drunk. Sometimes over drunk, but people like to translate to that too. And yeah. So on a New Year's Eve, yeah, I'd sort of like, yeah. So a while back there, not so long ago, I went out on a rampage, and yeah, it took me quite a few days. Days later, I was standing in some shop or something, and I was like, I could feel just the life force just leaving me, and I was like, shit, what's going on here? And I felt like, I was like, fuck, am I gonna die? Is this what dying feels like? Am I gonna die? Like right now, I just dropped dead right in it, right here. And I'm thinking, dying? I'm a freaking immortal. Die? I'm not very good at that. So, but I remember that experience, or similar to, when I was crazy drunk in this nightclub, and I was leaning against a wall, and I was like, shit, I can't even stand, and I knew I had to go up this flight of stairs because it was down this basement thing. And oh god, that was a rough one. But yeah, it took me quite a few days to survive that, but I'm back, and all good, and yeah, all good, mate, all good. And I've had my festivities, shall I say, which is quite strange because people that go on the festivities when I don't. But I had the ability to learn. New Year's Eve is definitely not a good night for me to go out, and yeah. So that's that. I've got a bunch of stuff I've got to do, which is good. And so yeah, this is a Sunday afternoon. Over the next 6 days, I'm gonna get a lot done. Yes. I expect to be at the post office on the morrow, so that's good. Tummy just growled. Haven't eaten yet, and it's shit. It's like nearly 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Bloody cold, but not as bad as it was the other day. So that's good. Right. Oh God, I've got things I've got to do. Alright, I guess that's enough of a report for what's going on. Yeah, I'll mention that to the Bulgarian guy right off the bat. I have to find a few things. Right, let me get to it. Right, let me get on to it. Hey! There's that song again. It's telling me it's 5 o'clock. Sunday afternoon. God. Still going. No, I'm still going. Yeah, oh god, I've got some boxes in there, the easier ones, and then I've got a bunch of the hard bastards. By god, these ones, yeah, that one, and that one. By god, I had to wait for certain size boxes. I had to order them, and there's a particular size that's yes, and I had to, like, some materials you can't get for the box protectors, so they had some, and I had to do a few improvisations, and getting there. Alright, soldier on, I'll keep going. And shit, was it? Yeah, 5 o'clock, yeah. That's it. Yeah, got my tools. Got my tool. It's out of Charlie and Boots. Right. That bloke's already gone. He's a trooper. He is. Sometimes he's there till 2 in the morning, and then he's back there at 6 o'clock or whatever. The guy don't sleep. He's a machine. Right then. Now. And the bloke down there, he rolls up at like 10 o'clock at night and builds a big fire. Yeah, they're troopers, man. That's the way the Japanese work, you know. And they run everywhere, you know, if they're in a company. But God, We're falling behind, man. Can't wait to die. All right then. Continue on. This particular person I was in communique with, and it was really cool. And I had actually had the same sort of thing already sold on a different site. I was like, sorry, mate. And she's like, yeah, no worries. And sorted something out. I bought that one. And I go, oh, I figure I'll just go over here and look into my Buddhist resource. He wouldn't get, he's Shinto, he wouldn't get in. So I grabbed just the top picture here. Got loads of these old paintings and stuff. And, oh, rad. Hey, what are you doing? He's lost his thingy already. Don't give up, mate. Just don't give up. Now, and I grabbed this one. I had a bit of a laugh, a bit of a chuckle to myself, because I took one look at this, and I go, yeah, this is the way I feel right now. Yeah. Oh God. This was a hard slog today. But I'm nearly there. Yeah. So yeah, you get that, mate. That's yours. You might not see this video, so I'll just plonk that in like that. Righty ho then. Soldier on. It's looking pretty ominous, but it's coming from over there. I know where I'm going, down from the mountain. Will be it's looking alright. Got a few tarps. One in there. Not a lot of room in these rigs, but and got tie downs and shit, so we'll be right. Got all my weights and measures and all that bullshit, because I have to print out all this shit. Because bad people that just want you to. Yep. Anyways, right, soldier on. Here we go. Right then. This road you got to do 40 k's an hour. Sometimes the cops hang around here. So where I'm going, which I'll be down the mountain pretty soon, I can see there's still some blue skies here. There's some blue sky to be seen. And therefore, I should be as right as rain. What? Couldn't you come up with a different, like, whatever, is that a thing or whatever, crazy, whatever? God. Alright, let's just throw her down into third here. Ah, we're still going down. Jeez. I must be turning into, like, you know, Cyrus from Trailer Park Boys, because I just play the same CD over and over and over and but God, hey, what are your influences of ABAREBUGYO? Oh, Trailer Park Boys. Go to a job interview. So what are you into, you know, besides you know, out of work, when you're, you know, in your free time? Oh, right, I watch reruns of God. You watch, see this, you got your lights here, and light's just there. You watch, I'll get stuck at that light too. But there's an alternative, but that's just a shit. So there you go. Yep, I can still see a little bit of blue. There you go. So we're getting there. There we go. Might be able to. Righty ho. Oh, we might get it. Oh, we might even get lucky this time. Hibushi. There we go. Alright. So it's not 6 o'clock yet. And, right. Estimations is to go to the postal servicey on the morrow. I have to go and purchase. This is a real shitty one too. This section, I call this the Ichiban Nagai Shingo. meaning it's shitty grammar, but meaning it's the most time consuming, is the longest time to wait for a traffic light. Now, I have to go and pick up a striker for a bell, and hopefully, if all goes well, one will be there. Shan't be too much of an issue. Actually, on the way, we've got some Borsty stuff, but I've never seen a striker there, so yes, that would be a fail. But there is a place that I purchased the last 3 they had, and I did ask them when they'll order some others in, so that's good. So that was quite a while ago. So my expectations, it's really cool. This gaijin comes in and buys Buddhist stuff, you know. Oh wow. And actually I know some places in different cities and towns and whatever that specialise in Buddhisty stuff and Butsudans, and wow, they've got some rad stuff. Yeah. Wow, what am I going to do this very evening? Because I'm quite bushed. Yeah. They're a bastard to pack those things. Bloody hell. They have to be packed in a particular way to make them, to do what you can to make them safe. Yeah, the sea freight can be rough, so you gotta do what you can. I put these box protectors around them and stuff like that. So we'll see how we go with that. I'll list that. Contact the guy in Bulgaria, that's right, and chat with him. Actually, some people contacted me and said their stuff arrived, so that's good, and they're happy, and I'm like, yeah, that's fantastic. And the chap said, I want another one, but a bigger one this time. And I'm like, alright, hang on, just give me some time, and you never know. Yeah, you never know. Yeah. You never know, because I'm just rambling right now. Get out my thoughts and go, right, who are we going to talk to find another one, but a bigger one. So we'll see. I would love to go back to some of the auction houses. They won't be going during the cold season, so I'll have to wait, and some of the markets closed too, you know, for obvious reasons, so that'll be that. So I've got some other missions to do, but I'll still list some stuff. I mean, there's loads of stuff just laying about. I'm like, oh, I remember buying that 15 years ago or whatever. Oh, forgot I had that, you know, that happens all the time, so we'll see. I just got to sort of try to keep up with when I'm listing on Etsy and eBay. If I sell something, I've got to make sure I go to the other site, right, and delete that one and all that, you know. And my brain can only work on sort of half a thing at a time. Okay. I mean, folks, don't worry, I come from. What? I'm tired. I haven't eaten at all today. I haven't had nothing. No, I tell a lie. I did. I was crazy hungry in the warehouse, and I started to have a bit of a brain falter, you know. I started to get a bit weary, going all weary Dunlop, and I was like, hey. And I told myself, I said, shit, I didn't bring any food, and I should have. I've got a food pack there, and this rice that I cooked up a while back, the last one, and then I realised I didn't have any. Then I go, hang on, this light bulb went off, and when I was leaving on the other night for teaching, one of the girls there, one of the teachers, she goes, oh yeah, I pretended to steal her potato chips. Like, these kids, when they leave, they often get a snack if they get all the things correct and things like that. And and they'll give them a snack, and I'm always pretending to steal them and all that, right, in front of them, and whatever the kids are, pretend to steal a big bag in front of one of the girl teachers there, and she goes, oh, just go around, and she goes, oh, wait, and they had these, I think it's called omiyage or something like that, like present things, and she gives me this biscuit thing. Oh, don't worry about it, Uncle. And she goes, no, take it. And I don't generally eat that sort of stuff, and I found it to be sustenance. I had it right here on the dash, and generally it would just sit there for months, and I'd end up tossing it or something. But I go, I'll give that a go. It was delicious. It was like this sugary, cakey, whatever biscuity thing, and that sustained me throughout the day. A tiny thing, and I was able to chow that down. And I was about to toss the bag in the bin, and I noticed there was one crumb in it, and I was like, oh, I've got to have that last crumb just for sustenance and survive. So there you go. I'm gonna think I'll go and pick up a few things on the way back. A whole bunch of baddies might grab all the shit in the back of my rig and piss off with it. Yeah. Hang on, this is Japan, isn't it? I'll be back. Made it. Here we are at Direx. I presume... Oh God, is it safe enough to leave all my stuff in here? God. Anyways, Direx. I presume it's a nationwide store. Like, I often shop at like Don Quixote. I think they're nationwide. They're really good, real cheap. This place also is excellent. You can get all kinds of different products, clothing, motor oil, you know, just whatever's. Just great stuff, food stuffs and whatever's. But you got to shop around, because some of the meats here, for instance, might be more expensive than some other places. So I know a whole lot of places, but yeah, Direx is a real great place for cheap clothing, cheap whatevers, and you get there's your drug corner over there for you drug addicts. Yeah. Right. Oh, you can even buy your seeds. There you go. Hey, you can buy your seeds and your broom and your... Oh, what am I at? A bicycle? Yeah, this store's awesome. Direx. Bloody great place. I didn't have a kerosene pump at the warehouse. My electric one died. I tried all these old batteries and I just died. And anyways, you generally got to buy a new one every year. They're only like $8 and they're really good things, but then you got to buy your batteries and all that. But I picked up one of the super reliable, this is called a long life one. I think what they do is they make these tubes, this more flexible tube, stronger. Oh God, is my stuff still going to be there? And in order for them to last more than a year, because if you keep them outside, you know. And so yeah, I got that and all this for just over US $10. Bought a $4 bottle of wine because I kicked ass there. I worked my ass off. Old motocross injuries, not feeling too good, but it's like, oh shit, hang on a second here. Looks like all my shit's still here. Imagine that. Can you believe it? Yeah, it's all still here. Plus the stuff inside, I would presume. Alright then. Yeah, alright, got all that shit. Actually, a girl there was replacing back. I bought some ramen. You know the ramen we have in our countries, it's just shit. This stuff's awesome, like $1 a throw. And this girl was putting one back and she was selecting another, and I said, oh, dochi de ichiban oishii desu ka? Natte wa kango aru? And she goes, and she pointed to this one. She said, I would choose this one. I already had this one. I said, oh, kore oishii desu ka? Is that tasty? And you know, what about this one? And she goes, yeah, and I would choose that one there. So I grabbed this one. This one was more expensive. It was like equivalent to say $1.30 US, and it's not exactly the biggest of things, but I'm sure it's going to taste good. Yeah, the ramen we get this sort of stuff, right, which is not exactly my favourite. It's really cheap, like 85 cents US or something, but it's great stuff. I mean, I really should make a box up one of these days, because you can send this stuff, and it's just delish. Some of them are just delish. Yeah, I usually get the champon one, but I didn't today. I like this one. It's a real good cheap meal for you know, and it's like keeps you going, and to get it through all of that, if you fill it right up with hot water, it's that'll fill you up, and crazy cheap. And I think that's, what is it, yakisoba or some bloody thing like that, I don't know. And what's that, udon, is that udon? Oh, that's udon, yeah. Udon to me doesn't really fill me up, but she reckons it tastes real good. So yeah, udon, what's that, kirine udon, kirine, something, kirine udon, there you go. But El Cheapo stuff. Got some bloody potato chips too, and what I'm going to do, because they're not salty enough here, I've got salt, and I just chuck pinches of salt into it. There you go. It's I get a lot of energy from those things. Crazy cheap. This is the cheapest place to buy the big bag. I save like 3 cents if I come here. I walked, I think it was like 25 minutes one way from the ranch to here to save 3 cents. It took me 15 minutes to go and get the bag of chips this big one night. Yep, it's 170 grams, Mr. Potato. He's good, I don't mind him, but you gotta chuck some salt. Who gives a shit, Darren? Let's fucking go. I like my stories. I forgot to mention that. But actually, I was hoping not to buy a bag, because you can save, like, you got to pay for the bags now, depending on the size, 2 yen or 3 yen, like that. 2 cents, 3 cents, something like that. And the bird at the register, the cashier bird, what do we call them back in our country? Checkout chicks. Anyways, and she shows me the sign, and it says, you got to be 20 or over, and I go, well, thanks for asking, you know. Thanks for asking. The lady behind me, she has a bit of a giggle over it too, so that was good. Yeah, you got to be 20 or over to legally drink in this land. And yeah, an El Cheapo, 398 yen, and a bottle of cheap Cab Sab from Chile. That should last me a few days. I mix it with water, generally 50-50 with water. It's way too strong to drink. Who gives a shit, Darren? Just get out of the cold and go. Nice and warm in here. You gotta love this. Oh, running on empty again. Isn't that bloody great? Still got 2 pins, but the life of an antique dealer. Actually, I know some blokes that drive around in fancy pants rigs, and they have employers, and they have trucks, and they just pick at what they want, and yeah, just put that on the account kind of thing. And some of those blokes own department stores and stuff, and well, yeah, yeah, it wouldn't be bad being in that position. It is true that, yeah, I'd love to employ a few people, wouldn't that be great? They do the packing. Oh, I could do the pointing at what I want, and no, they could do the pointing at what I want, and then I'll do the packing. Yeah, yeah, not exactly a dream, that one. Right, now I had to pick up some kerosene because I'm running low, and it ain't very warm. And that way I can heat up the water, and someone and for my ramen, you see. And a chap wrote on my messagey thing on the YouTubey thing. He said, "Oh, keep posting. I like hearing about the life of an antique dealer, you know. Antique dealer in Japan, maybe you wrote him. And, yeah, this is pretty much it. Hey, how lavish. Well, we better move over to the right here. Here comes one of those scoots. When you're turning left, you're always going to make certain. Hey, slow down. You're always going to make certain that there's no. But we drive on the correct side of the road, you see. That there's no scoot there, you see. So you always got to have a lot of restraint and caution, patience when you're driving this land, because like just today, for instance, I pulled out of the driveway right at the ranch, and all of a sudden there was an elderly woman with a bicycle right there. It just happens all the time. And these pillars, I don't really like how wide they are, but so I often got to sit forward when I'm in residential areas and sort of lean over with this rig. But it happens all the time. So you gotta execute it. You gotta ex something or other. That word. A lot of patience. Yeah, when you drive here, don't rush and do something, because all of a sudden it goes pear-shaped. And a lot of foreigners have bingles here. It happens a lot. Yeah. And I used to have a gold license, and they relegated me down to blue because I was like the last time. I think I'll probably get gold again next time, because shit, I better check when it's up. Probably February or something. Because this dude's still right on my left there. He must just like the look of my rig. Or maybe he's trying to steal my shit. There we go. I'll let this dude know. There we go. So you always got to sort of be aware of that. And shit like this. Bicycles go whoosh and just pass you just like that. And you're like, dope. Yeah, I think, I went like 10 k's over the speed limit, and in a country town, and the cops got me, and bam, and I had to pay like equivalent of $100. And I was like, fuck. I was coming back from an auction house actually. I was really tired. I was like, god damn it. And so later on, I had to go to this. When I went to renew my license, lots of dudes have to do this. You got to sit for 2 hours and listen to some bloke talk about safety and all that sort of stuff, and they're real serious about it here. And like you got to be you got to be 00. You're not allowed to drink and drive, all that sort of shit, you know, at all. Like in my country, up north, you can have a few more beers in your cab down south. But yeah, so you got to listen to this bloke for 2 hours. Everyone I know that drives has been through that, yeah. But I think I might get my gold back. There you go. So, rock and roll. Alright, we're nearly back at the ranch. Coffee. Yeah.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.